So without further ado, we have the Cosmonauts, which is Casey Quarter Impulse Power Burke and John Wormhole Bivens. Gentlemen!
Thank you.
We don't have an applause light, so you guys got to pay attention and laugh when necessary. So work with us here.
Thank you, Mischief. How's everyone doing tonight? Awesome. We're gonna do some technical setup stuff. Setting. Oh, there. We're good to go now. All right. My name is Casey Burke.
My name is John Bivens.
And together we are
the American Cosmonauts.
That's right. Thank you. Now, we were thinking about doing an American Cosmonauts show for you guys tonight, but this is a special event, so we wanted to do something special for you.
We thought we'd instead go back to our inspiration, the golden age of radio.
Yes, old-time radio, as it's called. You know, we got into this because of our friend Tom Wolf, who's not here tonight. He is sick, but he roped us in doing a word in Edgewise, and we really loved it because me and John, we're really theater kids, and our favorite thing about radio at times is radio plays. It's drama, it's theater, and those really aren't done too much in the United States anymore.
Not so much, and we wanted to share our love with it with you tonight. We thought we'd do sort of a greatest hits, if you will.
Exactly.
Some of our favorite episodes from some of our favorite shows, all classics, and we hope you recognize all of them.
Yes, so just transport your minds back to the older days of radio with dramas, you know, where men were gruff with stone faces and they all wore suits and hats.
Knock that off, see, or it's ring-a-ding time for you, bozos. And the women had no gall from anyone, full of gumption.
Yes, they were always out there, you know, trying to make their day, make it happen. Listen here, see, I came here for a story, and I'm not gonna leave until you give me that story. Hey, what are you doing, you brute? Get your hands off me, operator. Those are all women in the 50s.
Yeah, all of them, every single one.
Every one of them.
Especially Eleanor Roosevelt.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a little radio show for you right now. So let us begin. The Columbia Broadcast System, in conjunction with Wheaties, the Breakfast of Champions, presents the final act of tonight's episode of
Suspense! 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 Suspense!
The Hitchhiker. We now return to the story of Ronald Adams, a man on a cross-country road trip.
Did you see him? Did you see him?
See who?
That man! He was standing by the fence!
I didn't see anybody.
You sure you didn't see him? He was there. He's always there. Somehow he's always there.
You're crazy, mister. I think it's driving across the country that's made you snap. Let me out.
Please, no, I'm sorry. It's just that...
I think you need some sleep. Thanks for the lift, but I'll find another.
No, you can't go. Please.
Leave your hands off me, you hear?
It only got worse after that. He began to show up everywhere. Wherever I stopped, he was there. I needed to hear a familiar voice. I pulled into a gas station and asked to use the phone. I called my mother. I knew she'd be home. It'd be enough, I thought, just to hear the even calmness of her voice.
Mrs. Adams' residence.
What? Who's this?
Mrs. Willie.
Wait, is this Beechwood 20828?
Yes?
Well, where's Mrs. Adams? My mother. Where's Mrs. Adams?
Mrs. Adams is still in the hospital. She had a nervous breakdown since the death of her oldest son, Ronald. He was killed 6 days ago in an automobile accident on the Brooklyn Bridge.
The phone fell from my hands. It all made sense now. I understood why I kept seeing that bowl of Wheaties. When I first saw the delicious Wheaties on the Brooklyn Bridge, I assumed that it was a malevolent force, but no. Could it be? That bowl of Wheaties is trying to take me to where I need to go. And now I'm standing in the brisk New Mexico morning, and somewhere out there, the nutritious start of any day, a bowl of Wheaties is waiting for me. Like an angel.
Ladies and gentlemen, the story you're about to hear is not true in the slightest. The names have not been changed because they are all made up.
You're a detective sergeant. You're assigned to armed robbery detail. A man was mugged at gunpoint and severely beaten. You have your suspect, but he won't talk. Your job? Break him.
He's still not talking, Detective Gannon.
Quiet as a church mouse, Detective Friday.
Silence is golden.
But it could be costly for you.
We want to help.
If you're innocent, we need to know.
Crimes like this, they throw the book right at you.
Be put away for a long time.
All you need to do is tell us what happened.
Just the facts.
What are you?
Well, don't I say?
No, I say that.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
It's just that we're talking like the same way.
I know.
So do you still want to?
Yeah, sure. Just the No, Dice, the moment's ruined.
I'm really quite sorry.
It's fine, honest mistake.
Tell us where you were Friday.
I was at home eating.
No, I meant Friday night.
Oh, I thought you meant...
Yeah, I know.
So where were you Friday night?
Talk, or we might have to get unpleasant.
Tone it down, Bill.
Sorry, I lost control. Got emotional.
Happens to the best of us.
Hold it right there! I'm his attorney. I demand to know why I wasn't called.
Not our job.
He had a chance to call you, and he didn't.
He's a quiet guy.
I haven't seen quieter. And he's gonna stay that way. He's not gonna say anything to you.
Got something to hide, does he?
Seems like the type. No, he's not going to talk, because my client is a bowl of Wheaties. Wheaties?
Isn't that the breakfast of champions?
Full of vitamins and minerals.
The best way to start your day.
Wheaties.
I can't imagine that Wheaties could commit such a heinous crime.
Good thing it's not against the law to be so delicious and nutritious.
If you want to knock one right out the park, there's no better way to start your day than with a bowl of Wheaties.
Case closed. And now, it's time for the adventures of the greatest hero of them all! Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, can leap over giant buildings in a single bound.
Boing!
Look! Up in the sky!
It's a bird!
It's a plane!
It's a bowl of Wheaties! Hi-ho, Silver!
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-ho, Silver. The Lone Ranger, a daring and resourceful masked rider of the plains, led the fight for law and order in the early western United States. Nowhere in the pages of history can one find a greater champion of justice. Return with us now to those thrilling days of yesteryear. From out to the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. It was early Saturday evening on a warm and windy day. The Lone Ranger and his companion Tonto sit atop their faithful steeds overlooking the beautiful Toro Valley.
Now, Bill Taggart told me at the saloon that Dr. Preston's cattle were fit to be rustled at noon today. I see the herd down below, and they're merrily grazing the day away. Did you see anything, Tonto? I can tell by your silence that you agree, Tonto. Wait, what's that? It's the Suggins gang, and they're stealing Dr. Preston's cattle. Quick, Tonto, we have to stop them. But how? Tonto, do you have any ideas? Come on, Tonto, I know you got something to say, right? Just say anything, Tonto. I'm looking right at you. I know you can talk. Just say something, Tonto. Come on, Tonto. Just say something in your signature 100% not offensive broken English. Wait a minute. I know why you're not talking. It's because you're eating a delicious bowl of...
We interrupt the Lone Ranger to bring you this breaking news. Aliens have invaded the planet Earth. We take you now to the White House War Room for a press conference with the Secretary of State.
All right, calm down. Citizens of the nation, I shall not try to conceal the gravity of the situation that confronts the country. So let me be blunt. Aliens from Mars are scouring the world in advanced tripod tank vehicles, exterminating all humans, consuming their flesh to power their freakish tentacle walkers. The president has gone missing and is presumed fuel. I shall now take questions from the few reporters left standing and not sobbing in a pool of their own sick.
Less racket, Freedom Anarchist newspaper. The wartime bunker we are currently residing in is rather comfortable, but what is life like for people outside in the ongoing destruction?
Honestly, I have no idea. But may God have mercy on their souls.
Dad, can we go outside now?
No, son, we can't.
Can we ever go outside again?
I don't know, Tim.
What took Mommy?
Good question, son.
Dad, are we going to die?
I told you I would never lie to you, Tim. So yes, you're going to die.
What about you, Dad?
Look, I told you as a boy that I would never lie to you, and I'm not going to start now. As soon as those monsters come to take us, I'm going to sacrifice you and run like a coward. The coward I know I am. Curse my honesty!
Wait, Dad, look, out the window. The tentacle machines, they're falling to the ground.
Are they? Well then forget what I just said. What in God's name is happening, Tim? From the moment the invaders arrived and breathed our air, they were doomed.
They were undone, destroyed, after all of man's weapons and devices had failed.
How did they come to ruin, you ask? Well, by the humblest thing that God in his wisdom has put upon this earth.
A bowl of Wheaties.
That's right, Wheaties! The healthy breakfast that saved Earth from an alien invasion.
This concludes our broadcast. We now return you to your regularly scheduled program, the KVMR Broadcaster Variety Show.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you very much.